But we're here at last. With no more heroes, Travis strikes again. The Shinobu DLC. And if it gives us the choice, we're playing on Super Bitter. Let's see, Shinobu Jacobs, the new playable character from the Black Dandelion DLC, can be selected after clearing the game. Bet your ass I cleared the game. New scenario has been added to BadMan Strikes Back. Head for your car. New t-shirt has been added to the bathroom menu. Well, talk to Shinobu. Don't just roll credits. Don't do this to me. Come on. Come on, dog. Alright, I cleared the game. Yeah. We've done this.
Hey, quit fucking around.
Hey, quit fucking around.
Like I'm gonna tell you that.
Like I'm gonna tell you that. Can't you see we're in development? For what? Open your eyes. Can't you see we're in development? For what? Like I'd tell you that. God, I love Travis. Travis is my boy. New playable characters have been unlocked. You can choose your character on the character selection screen. New skill chip. Save. Alright, whatever. Yo, we playing through this on Super Bitter? Super Bitter Shinobu playthrough? Best girl. Yo, I got a new shirt. Alright, so we're going to the BadMan Strikes Back story. With the car, you can experience BadMan Strikes Back, the story of BadMan's life. Our BadMan Strikes Back? Hell yeah! Boop. Hazure. BadMan Strikes Back. No more heroes. Oh, I'm so excited. You know, I'm getting sick again. I don't even care that I have to read all stream. Number 1, Black Dog. Oh, there we go. You ever seen the Grim Reaper before? What the fuck? Don't you even know the Grim Reaper? Okay then. Here's a little story for you. It was about 7, maybe 8 years ago. Back when I was maybe a bit more normal than now. Oh, I've been wanting BadMan background for so long. It was raining, and the road was slick like a seal's back. I was driving down the highway in my truck. A guy named Cole was sitting in the passenger seat. In the back with the cargo, there were 2 other younger guys. Cargo was this shit called white crystal. It was close to 100% pure and the fiends all loved it. Cole was sitting there talking about food. Like that's all he could fucking talk about. You know, recently I had this one thing that was delicious. It's stewed beef brains and you eat that shit with some grabiche sauce. The second you pop it in your mouth, it melts, and this rich, creamy flavor just like explodes. It's got the ultimate umami aftertaste. I even feel like I maybe got smarter and shit. What the fuck? I'm talking about eating cow brains? Yeah, man. There's this other shit called tete de val. It's not just the brains, it's the whole head. Stewed. The gelatinous part of the skin on the head is just divine. Why the hell would you think to eat some cow brains? Try it, you'll understand. Try it once and you'll never forget that flavor, man. You know they got like monkey brains in China? I've never gotten my hands on them myself, but I want to try that shit at least once before I die. Monkey brains apparently work wonders for, you know, problems with your dong, too. It was just as I was heading up north on Highway 101, about to turn off onto some backwater dirt road. Saw a raggedy old black dog limping along the road. Check out that dog. That's an incarnation of the Grim Reaper, you know. I had no idea what the hell he was talking about, but I had a bad feeling. Then I was coming out of a turn and I saw this big ass trailer sitting right in the middle of the fucking road. It was obviously parked there to block off traffic. It slammed on the brakes and suddenly 3, maybe 4 more cars showed up behind us. A fucking ambush! Looks like it, huh? Someone planned this. Fuck! We gotta let the guys in the back know. There are too many of them to fight off. The fuck do we do now? Mountains on the right and cliffs to the left. We can't run. Punch it in reverse. That's the only way out. What? Ram them? That's fuck. Let's do it. Not a bad spur of the moment plan. Paul had a big mouth, but he was still a pro bodyguard. Grabbed the clutch, shoved the truck in reverse, and punched the gas. That's when it happened. See that old black dog in the corner of my eye. And then... they crashed. Right? Yep. I remember Cole aiming his python and shooting me right in the left fucking ear. To be exact, he was aiming for the guy behind me and missed and hit me instead. Sound like church bells rang inside my head, and I thought I'd gone deaf. Then, warm blood starts flowing down my face. Now I can't see shit either. I knew that the guy behind me had done Cole. Cole'd been chewing my ear off about eating brains for lunch or whatever. And now there he was, his own brains blown out all over the place. For all I know, the monkey brains were the last thing to go through his own brains before a bullet did. That's when I lost consciousness. Of course, I should have been killed too, but I wasn't. I was unconscious and covered in blood, so they probably assumed my ass dead. So I figured that's why the Grim Reaper only took Cole with him to the next world. Which was, you know, a huge fucking mistake. Ooh. To be continued. Ooh. Oh, to be continued immediately. Beanball. So I think this is gonna be the BadMan Strikes Back stream. The calamities continued. The cargo we were hauling ripped off. My boss, Castiglione was fucking pissed. I didn't even want to know what kind of messed up shit the old man might have done back in the day. But I know that he was the type to dish out discipline. For 40 years, he led the organization busting skulls and raking in cash all along the Pacific Northwest. He was a real old school and real stubborn. Even worse was the guy he sent out, Mosca. His connections has got him a spot in the organization, but he was just a young punk, thick as pig shit. Probably got told to jack me up real good. With his new toy, me, right in front of his eyes. You could tell he was already high on adrenaline. Boop. Hey, Birkin! Can't figure out if your luck is great or if it sucks. But either way, you're in some real shit now. And that shit is starting to stack real high. Taking that slug to the ear, I looked like a regular Van Gogh with my face all bandaged up. Mosca stood there, tweaking the bandage with a knife while he went on talking his shit. You used to be in the major leagues, right? That's pretty badass, huh? So you pretty famous or what? Apparently you were some kind of batter prodigy. Ended up as a pitch hitter, yeah? Pinch hitter. But look at your sorry ass now. Fuck are you even doing? Getting your shit ripped off while you're taking a little nap? I guess all you're good at now is fucking up, huh? Whatever. Been a while since I played me some baseball. The pitching machine was the arm loading type. Probably Japanese. Its shiny ass arm launched a 95-mile-per-hour ball right at my goddamn face. But I was fine. I dodged that first ball like nothing. Second ball too. Mosca started getting all frustrated and was screaming like a little bitch. Hey, old man! Quit moving, goddammit! What the hell, man? Somebody fasten this asshole's head in place for me. Wait, hold up. Yeah, here we go. Mosca reappeared, rewrapped the bandage around my face, made it into a blindfold. Then he just stood back and watched. No blindfold was gonna stop my ass. I thought maybe I could dodge the balls by listening for the sound. Seriously. You know how many years I spent playing baseball? Me and the old bat and ball go way the fuck back. But my left ear was ringing like a bastard and was basically useless. I'd forgotten about that. I took the next ball right to the fucking face. First strike, my brains were wobbling like jelly. Time suddenly stood still. Pissed myself. Second strike. It felt like getting hit in the cheek by a goddamn meteor. I was really, really fucking mad. Mad at Mosca. Like if this was torture, I'd understand. Torture has a purpose at least. But Mosca was just some fucking punk kid who got his jollies off of violence. The kind of asshole who definitely beats his woman. Apparently, beating up old men was almost as fun. This dick showed absolutely no respect for me, the shiny new toy. He was just playing target practice. That's when the third ball hit me right in the nose. Third strike, blacked out. This is a really good story so far. Like I'm really sympathizing with BadMan here. This darkness appeared out of nowhere, swallowed my bloody ass right up. All of a sudden, I was up on the batting cage ceiling, like I was floating. I was totally conscious and calm. I could see my physical body lying on the floor. A group of guys were standing over me, looking down. I was up there looking down on these guys. Then, I was swallowed up by the darkness again. It gets even better? Oh, I'm very excited. Also, hello, my guy. Hey, my guy. It's a good name, by the way. Quality. I started moving through the darkness. Next, this light appeared. It was like this being of light was reaching its hand out to me. So I reached to it out to it myself. I saw that it was that old black dog. The dog was laughing, showing its fangs. I was fucking scared. Looked at this dog's face like some kind of gag. It fucking terrified me. The feeling of fear blew up in me a hydrogen bomb explosion. I let out a scream. Especially if I played the first game. I did indeed play the first game. Suddenly, I was staring up at a hospital room ceiling. You get it? The Grim Reaper. He'd been riding me like a pony. It has been a while since I played the first game, but I loved the first one. Hopefully I pick up on the stuff that it references. Headhunter. Number 3. When I woke up in the hospital, it was like I'd come back from the dead. The doctor in charge was on Castiglione's payroll. Castiglione. He stuck my nose, cheekbones, jaw, and skull back together like a jigsaw puzzle, then set my face in place with a face guard so it wouldn't devolve back into shit again. God, I'm a little stuffed up, I'm sorry. This bad boy right here. In the hospital, I figured out why I was still alive. That third ball had knocked me out. And just as the fourth ball was about to put me down for that dirt nap, a guy named Greco apparently stopped the machine. What a real fucking sweetheart. Mosca must have been pissed. He was all set on killing my ass off. The doc said the brain damage was pretty serious. Warned me to keep still and quiet for a while after getting out of the hospital. I literally had some screws loose in my head. But I had something I wanted to do when I got out. I wanted to take my daughter out to eat. I wanted to sit down with her in our favorite diner. Eat some nice, tasty-ass roast beef with gravy. When Charlotte came to visit me, instead of flowers, she brought me beer in my hat. Beer in my bat. She was a good kid like that. She was still a little girl, but she really got me. I get pissed off seeing flowers for sick people. I just needed some beer. Vodka would have done too. That and my trusty old wooden bat. I feel at peace when my bat's by my side. Charlotte knew that. Oh, that fucking punk showed up for a visit too. It was around the day before I was set to leave. Mosca shows up carrying a pink bouquet. Motherfucker looked like he was gonna pop the question to me or something. Greco, the guy who helped me out, was right there behind them. For some reason, Mosca seemed scared as shit. But the whole time he grinned like a dick. Comes and stands next to my bed and starts up with some crazy bullshit. Birkin, I really did you wrong. I went too far the last time we met. Fuck are you talking about? Listen, you gotta believe me. I wasn't trying to kill you. And what the fuck was that? I was just kinda, I was high and all fucked up at the time. The fuck are you so scared of? Just go ahead and sleep. You don't need to get up. Everything's cool, right? Hearing that, I got right the hell up. No, really, please don't get up. You're fucking terrifying. I picked up my little buddy, resting there in bed, and took a full swing right at Mosca's face. Mosca dropped to the floor, spraying blood from his mouth and nose. Droplets of blood splattered on those shitty fucking flowers. Greco looked down at Mosca on the floor and goes, "Well, goddamn. One swing and you broke his neck. You sure didn't disappoint." Damn. That was my first kill. But even so, I didn't really feel anything special. Even I thought that was kind of weird. I felt that all the shit going down was Mosca's fault. It's not exactly like I had it out for him. It was just he was the one that loosened those screws in my head. And after that, I went and got me a new job. Killing. Greco headhunted me. He said instead of a pay-by-the-day driver, he wanted to give me a new yearly contract. He told me that having a good, stable job would be best for my daughter, and I was convinced. Greco was a freelance headhunter and agent, and had worked with the organization for a long time. Apparently, he'd gotten the okay from Castiglione. Made him promise not to take revenge for what I did to Mosca. In exchange, I had to give priority to any organization-sponsored jobs. I took the offer. From then on, I spent my days swinging my buddy. Out hunting heads, day in, day out. Alright, so BadMan isn't just some, like, crazed killer going after Travis. Like, he's got a kind of a history of killing. Well, I mean, at this point in the story, he does at least. I took to this job like an old, worn-in uniform. It was like this was the way it was supposed to be. Who would have thought that I was good at anything other than baseball, huh? So that's how I became an assassin. Be continued immediately. Number 4, she's so bad. So he's just called, is he just called Birkin at this point? I think most people just call him Birkin. I don't think he's like quote known as BadMan yet. I think it's just BadMan for us, the players. You know, sometimes people ask me, why go so far as to use a bat to kill your targets? Me? I don't get why I should be using anything else. It's not like I've been using a bat since I was a kid, so I'm just used to it or whatever. It's because when I grab a bat, everything after that just comes naturally. I can act on instinct. All I gotta do when I find my target is zero in on the center and hit it with the bat's sweet spot. If that target happens to be some dude's head, then that head's owner gets cured of breathing real quick. For me, just don't work with anything besides a bat. That, and people make requests. People asking me to please, oh please, take some guy's head off with a bat. The world is full of varying types of people with varying types of needs. Now, asking someone to kill a guy with a bat, I wouldn't go so far as to say it's major, but it's not exactly a minor kind of need either. When Charlotte disappeared, it was right around the time I'd gotten used enough to this job to spout wisdom like that. She was all grown up, so I wouldn't have been surprised if she was out fucking around with some asshole. Her dead mom and I were like that back in the day, but that wasn't exactly what was going on. One day, I get a video sent to my phone. Oh. God, I love the Nomura, not the Nomura-verse, what am I talking about? The Sudaverse. I'm so glad the Sudaverse is a thing. And so I hit play on this weird, mysterious ass video. Charlotte versus Bogart? First, there's this huge fat fuck standing there holding a chainsaw. Facing him is some broad, all dressed up in some kind of weird costume or something. It's Charlotte. Charlotte's holding a bat in her hands. A one-on-one battle kicks off. I was right about her fucking with some asshole, but I was expecting a different kind of fucking. The fight starts and Charlotte throws the bat all of a sudden. I don't remember ever teaching her how to fight by throwing your precious bat. In fact, I never actually taught her how to fight in the first place. The spinning bat landed a clean hit right in that big fat fuck's left leg. While he's bent over in pain, Charlotte goes over and picks up the bat. Then she swings the bat all the way back like a golf club. Fat Boy's head shakes like it's gonna pop off and his teeth fly right out of his face. I laughed my ass off. Charlotte moves back in to follow up. She brings the bat down on the crown of the Fat Boy's head 21 times in all. Why? What was the point of the Marvelous? The video ends and it takes all of 5 minutes for a chill to finally run down my spine. The look on Charlotte's face, I'd never seen it before. She had the kind of eyes you only see in the dead. Her looks, her behavior, the whole setting, it was all so fucking unreal. From that point on, these videos started getting sent to me regularly. The videos were always sent to my phone, but I had no idea who was sending them and I never got a reply. I'd get a new video every few days. Charlotte kept on fighting all kinds of people. Each time, she'd always land the finishing blow. I started to realize something after watching all those videos. My daughter had become some woman I didn't know. Her name was Bad Girl. She was like an assassin doll, locked inside some kind of unreal space. It was like she'd killed too many people and had become this fictitious idol in an imaginary world. And it was that fucking asshole Travis who killed that idol. Oh, we're getting into the meat of it. Number 5, core sense. Ugh, I'm sorry. When Charlotte was about 4 or 5 years old, I used to call her Charlie. That was about when I taught her how to swing a bat. Listen up, Charlie. You need to find the center of the bat, feel around and find the bat's core. And find the core of the ball, too. Slam the cores together, and that ball will fly for miles. You even knock it to the moon. Learn to find the center. Okay, try swinging the bat. That, I don't like that. That hurts. The final video was sent to me on a humid summer night. I can't remember how many I'd gotten at that point, but every time I'd get one, I'd automatically grab my phone and watch it. What the hell else was I supposed to do? So feeling like I had a top quality hangover, I grabbed my phone and glued myself to the screen. Just like Bad Girl, I turned into a junkie. Hey Frost! We're doing the super fantastic reading special tonight. Bad Girl versus Travis touchdown! The final video started up. I saw Travis. It only took me a few seconds to figure it out. This asshole called Travis was gonna win this fight to the death. Meaning, Bad Girl was gonna die. Yo! Yo, this is sick! You got any fucking clue how hard it is to watch your own kid get killed? Even if that kid had turned into someone else. Everything happened someplace else. A place where there wasn't jack shit I could do about it. Inside the screen of my phone. Also, hello Samuel. I almost just reaction just said hello Run's dead. What's up, Samuel? Do you even have kids? Whatever. Doesn't matter anyway. Travis was overwhelming. Even if the battle itself was pretty close, he really had this unique presence. Travis Touchdown was a kind of hero. Bad Girl was an eccentric villain character. The video made that much painfully clear. And then, Bad Girl was dead. Her death just didn't seem real. That moment, I thought maybe this world itself was some kind of fucked up simulation. You're gonna change your names to Run Dead? Quality name change. Yeah, I know. Everyone tries to escape reality when faced with shit they don't want to deal with. It was the same when her mom died. And now, with my daughter gone, I was all alone again. I no longer had to work to provide for my family, so there was nothing left for me anymore. Except for revenge. Oh. Then I thought about a few things. Simple questions that anyone would have had. What exactly made Charlotte turn out like that? Who sent me all those videos? Were they the ones who took Charlotte away? Got her all fucked up like that? And then I locked her up in that weird ass world? And for what? I got no idea what their motivations were, but it was definitely someone who knows me. And I'm thinking you can fill in the blanks for me. Right, Greco? Oh, please don't tell me that I have to wait. Please give me to be continued immediately. Oh, thank you. Number 6, change. Murder hobos? Hey, bad dad was a good dad. BadMan was a good dad. All right, he was a good dad. So I can talk. So I can. So I talk now? I think that's not correct. I think that's a mistake. So can I talk now? Well, it's my turn to tell you something. Your story is interesting enough, but you're misunderstanding a few things. First, as you know, I work as a headhunter. I scope out good recruits and refer them to the organization. Sometimes I even dabble in HR development. Assassins are especially sought after. I can green screen all of this game? I can. That's true. And I can fill it in with different... I can change the colors. There are several types of assassins. You, Birkin, are the slightly atypical psychopath type. You really got a knack for killing. You don't seem to remember, but that incident at the batting cages, something happened there. At the time, you were all tied up to a chair, much like I am now. You took 3 balls to the face from the pitching machine, and then seemed to have passed out. But just as the next ball came flying in, you stood up suddenly, and caught the ball barehanded. I don't even know how you got out of the ropes that were tying you down. Huh. You grabbed a bat and lunged at the pitching machine. You were howling. Everyone was shocked and they ran after you. They really beat the shit out of you. Your abnormal behavior freaked everyone out. Mosca turned green and just stood there, petrified. That's how intense your explosive energy was. It took those guys 10 full minutes to knock you out. You'd stopped moving, but you still had a pulse. Mosca tried to finish you off, but I stopped him. I had a bit of a revelation. Sometimes this sort of thing just happens. A special ability suddenly springing into bloom. Your violent nature and skills became fully apparent in the hospital room when you beat Mosca to death. With one swing, I might add. That's when I decided to head on you. But then I met an even more impressive Wunderkind. Wonderkind? That's right, your daughter. I first met Charlotte while you were still basically just a vegetable in that coma. She was still in her teens and she had your eyes. Years later, while you were away from home working as an assassin, I made contact with Charlotte and tested out a little experiment I'd been wanting to try. I kidnapped her and brought her face to face with the fear of death. Her being a lady and all, there was no way I was going to damage that pretty face with the pitching machine. Plus, it was a bit of a hassle anyway, so I used an electric chair for my experiment instead. Yo, this is getting kind of fucked. I sat her down and hit her with voltage that would almost but not quite kill her. I was hoping that a near-death experience would help bring out her true abilities, as it did with you. The results were astonishing. Something that had been dormant deep down inside of her. Something terrifying had awakened. Being your daughter, she had your eyes and blood, but being so young, she was also very, very pliable. Her skills surpassed even yours, and she was faithful to her instincts as well. Where's the douchebag voice acting? I don't know. And the Italian New Yorker one? Clam chowder? It was Charlotte herself who said she wanted to get in on the ranked assassin battles, you know. She also asked me to film her while killing. Now don't be too surprised, but she also asked me to send you the videos. I think she simply wanted your praise. There's no way to be certain now, of course. That final movie, however, even I was somewhat conflicted about sending it to you. But losing Bad Girl saddened me. Believe me, that much is true. To think that Bad Girl lost in battle and lost her life. I wanted to tell you myself so that you could share my feelings. That's really all I wanted. Is that so? Can I say something? What is it? You're the psychopath, pal. Oh, I won't deny my own abnormity. But then again, everyone has something abnormal about them. Don't you think? I'm gonna split your fucking head open in a minute. This is revenge, so there's no other way about it. After I kill you, I'm gonna kill Travis. I guess that's just the natural flow of things, since I've been captured and tied up like this. But Travis isn't going to be such an easy kill. You're going to have a rough time there. What I don't get is why does all this sound like such total bullshit? None of this seems real. Am I actually dead or what? Either when the truck got shot up or when I took those balls to the dome in the batting cage. Did I just up and die during one of those times? That, or maybe I'm still alive, and this is the ICU and I'm seeing some kind of deathbed nightmare. I understand how you feel. The edgy anime villain and the big dumb stupid guy and Solid Snake? I understand how you feel. I too sometimes feel like this world is some sort of virtual reality. You know how people talk about fate? I feel like so many strange coincidences just line up so perfectly, and things happen as they're meant to. It makes me feel like there's someone behind the scenes pulling all the strings. Or like I've seen the Grim Reaper himself. This sure is some helpful shit. How about we finish up this game? Bob! Tomorrow is Monster Prom. Is it? Because I've heard nothing from Will. What the hell happened? What the hell is up with all this frustration? All this killing for jack shit! Fuck this! Fuck all of this! Oh yeah. Next up, Travis Touchdown. I'm the black dog lurking that asshole's shadow. Alright then. Time to go kill the shit out of that dickhead. Whew. 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 That jam gave me the chills. That was quite the story. I really like that. Is that it? Oh, that was so good. That was BadMan Strikes Back.